I noticed she's big on the phrase yada yada.
Is yada yada bad?
Oh, yada yada's good.
And yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada.
I am loving this yada yada thing.
Are we finished?
Done.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Yada.
Yada.
And we are back in
Doesn't that
today.
It's more natural.
It is a little bit. So today we are starting off with a topic brought to you by Joe.
I feel like all the topics are brought to you by me.
Well,
you have a lot of life experiences.
Yeah.
You know,
I run into a lot of different people throughout the day.
Yes,
you do.
And I notice a lot of things.
You're like you're the noticer.
I am the noticer.
You are the noticer,
Yeah.
and you actually remember things.
Because I write them down.
I don't.
Very true.
This would never happen.
Yes. Okay.
I have to write them down because I'm like Jerry. I have to. If you have to start waking up in the middle of the night, you got an idea, you write it down.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Well, of course,
Until
it
the
makes
cleaning
sense
person comes in and takes it away and throws it out on you.
Wait, what was the one where he's like the bologna? What was it? The bologna or something? What the fuck was it? He wrote it down and he couldn't understand what he wrote.
Yeah, and then he wasn't that funny at the end of the episode.
He
by the
figured
time
it
he realized it.
It was kind of offensive and a racist.
Anyway.
Good old Jerry.
Yes, stories from the daily occurrences. Now I'm going to bring to you the oversharer.
Mm-hmm.
The oversharer happened...
Well, what is an oversharer?
The oversharer is... Or oversharing stranger, I should say.
They're strangers.
Well, there are such things as oversharers of people you know that you don't need to know, but they overshare. But I'm talking about the oversharing stranger.
Okay.
Someone that you just meet, and for some reason or another, they automatically trust you to be the person that they're going to tell their life story to no matter what. Or their happenings, no matter how fucked up they may be at the time and what they're going through, they're going to tell me.
So not physically sharing stuff. Like, not giving you stuff.
No, not in the world of COVID. I won't take candy from
We're
strangers.
not talking about that again.
Okay.
But you're talking about their feelings and thoughts, like over
they're-
like they're person.
They're
Too
sharing.
personal.
Yeah.
Personal events. Okay.
Yeah, but you can't do the too personal eventer.
I understand that.
He was trying to break it down.
Just,
He was just
Okay,
let it-
clarifying.
All right.
Because I didn't know if you're talking about the guy on the end of the street that just wants to hand out soft pretzels, like a stranger sharing things.
Wait, where is this at?
It doesn't exist. I'm just saying, maybe you came across one.
You got us very excited real quick.
And no, you don't take that. You don't take that from the person on the street.
Well,
what?
That's why I wanted to clarify for everyone.
Hold
that
on.
You're talking about.
You're gonna take
I
the unknown.
No. I'm
pretzel?
amazed that there was this kind of person.
An oversharer.
Exactly.
An unknown. What do you call it? What is it? What's the topic?
It's the person.
A stranger sharing.
Oversharing stranger.
See where I'm clarifying that they're oversharing feelings, emotions, thoughts, and talking.
Nothing.
Not sharing
Nothing physical.
Yes.
Just clarifying.
There's
Okay.
no man handing out free pretzels on the side of the street.
Lollipops, whatever.
Again, you're not taking this, are you? You got excited like you
No,
were gonna find this place.
I was excited because I didn't think it was actually a thing. That's why I got
You
excited.
were excited because you wanted to find this man and take
Never
his...
take
No,
candy from
no.
a stranger, and never take soft pretzels from a stranger, Larry.
Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm checking out at ShopRite, and cashier for some reason feels the need, and I didn't hear any conversation prior, so I don't know if this was her theme for the day, or this was like anybody who she checked out. This is the same story that she told throughout the day. All I know is that I get to the line. We're checking out. How's your day? I'm waiting for the paper or plastic. I didn't even get that. She's just hell-bent on this story she's about to tell me, because I go, I'm doing all right. How are you? Well, not so good. Okay.
Now, before you keep going,
I wanted to end there.
did you, when she said
did
not
not-
so good, did you go, oh, shit?
No.
Like, you didn't know it was
No,
coming?
mentally. To
Yeah,
yourself.
No,
In your mind.
mentally, I didn't think about it.
Okay.
Because there's no one that really does. I don't run into a lot of people that are oversharers, but I want to know why they like. I didn't initiate anymore. I didn't say, "Oh man, what happened?"
Yeah.
I didn't. I did. I just went, "Oh, that's." I was like, "Oh, okay. We got food here. Let's check it out." You start checking out, so I could put more stuff on there, so I can eventually make my way down the line to start bagging, because I know that I'm a faster bagger than the people that are checking and bagging at the same time, because they have more to do.
Obviously.
Plus, I want to get the fuck out of there. But lo and behold, that didn't
Let's take you
happen.
on that challenge.
That's all right.
That's okay.
We could.
Keep going. Keep going.
He's like the pizza box guy. Like, there's this one guy in the world that can make pizza boxes really fast. He's the asshole that thinks he's like the ultimate bagger, checker, outer.
Continue.
Yes,
going.
I will continue. So, she goes into her what is wrong with the day. Something about.
It was a woe is me. Like,
Oh, it was
Okay.
it was definitely a. I think I'm looking for some sympathy, or maybe I'm reaching out to you because you look like you have wisdom and you're going to share with me and part with me your wisdom, and I can get out of this mess. But no,
before
this-
we go too
I
far,
have no wisdom.
can you describe the person? Like, what is the age of this?
Definitely
female?
around our age.
Oh, young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is
Okay, that actually changes the demeanor, I feel like, right? I'm thinking
Yeah,
it's
I
like
get-
a 50,
yeah.
60-year-old
I
woman.
get what you were visioning right away.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's young.
starts out. She gets into the conversation. I don't know. I must have had something that she was checking out. Oh, I'm going to have a bunch of people at. So something triggered her.
Was she attractive? No, I'm being serious.
No.
Was she okay?
So
Unattractive,
A
young
lot of questions
female.
are arising as you're
That's all
trying
right.
to get
But
through
yeah,
the
I know,
story.
I know.
that's
but
all right. I will
I need
freely answer
so-
all these questions. as-
young, not attractive, not ugly.
Not
but
to
just,
me.
Not your type of girl, but young, female.
Yes.
Okay.
Proceed.
So she's going to have a bunch of people at her house. I don't know what I had, because I wasn't buying anything for a party. I literally had like bare minimum this week, but somehow still spent an ass load of money. But that's beside the point. There's going to be a lot of people at my house. Okay. Yeah, I got my brother, his wife, my dad, his girlfriend, my kid at the house. I was like, oh, you're having a party. No, they're living there now. I was like, oh, God damn it. So I get to the point, I'm like,
There's the goddamn it.
yeah, so I'm like,
So you were initiating a little bit. You were talking back.
so, you don't want to sit there and
no,
ignorant.
but-
You're not
no,
gonna sit,
no,
I'm
you-
not the type that's going to sit there in silence. Like, it was
You try
literally,
to sign language back to her, like
no, minimal answers. You give minimal answers and hope for minimal responses, or that the person can tell that I am not sitting here to listen to this.
One word answers trying to.
One word.
yeah,
I'm trying to.
I get you.
Look, I don't want. When I meet someone, unless they're talking to me about something I actually want to talk about, just so happens to be not her problems of now she's got to move to Jersey and she doesn't want to. She's in Northeast and she doesn't want her kid to go to the school. She applied for private school for her kid, but the deadbeat dad isn't gonna help out or so. It got so far. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I was like, you should probably go to Jersey then. Like that was my.
You gave her advice.
I gave her advice. I said you should probably go to Jersey then. Well, I can't pay taxes. I was like, oh, God damn it. I was like, you're trying to send your kid to a private school, right?
Do you think she had a little check mark chart behind her cash register that she was like, huh, this guy said move to Jersey.
No,
this one said
like
stay
tallying
here.
it?
Yeah. She's like actually taking
If
a
so,
poll.
I applaud you. If that was your end goal to get so many different responses, then I'm okay with this whole
You
thing.
need a large sample size to
Yes,
get a good.
exactly.
and you're going to get a lot of people. But the point is moot if that was the case. But that wasn't the case. She's not checking away because literally whatever I said,
Not mentally checking out.
just maybe she wasn't mentally making check marks.
Yeah, I got you.
A checklist.
Because whatever my answer was went right in one ear and out the other, and it just continued on with,
with
this,
the story.
With the story. So this was a predetermined story. Like it didn't matter what I could have said. My ass cheeks are on fire, and she would have continued with that story. There is nothing from deterring her from this story that is. It's a pre-written script. Either way,
So she came prepared.
I'm telling you,
And this is not the first
this
time
probably
she told
was
the
just
story.
firing off like
this
that.
couldn't have been the
She
first
was-
time. It doesn't matter about how many times she told the story. It's the matter of shit. This is pretty
prepped.
It doesn't matter. This
No,
is
you're oversharing to a stranger is
this
his
is
point.
you really want to tell
I
people
did-
how down you
Yeah.
are and how that's depressing. I don't want to know that. Keep that to yourself. You got something happy to tell me about? Maybe
Don't tell me that either.
I was going to say, even so, I don't want to hear
That's
it.
why I paused, because maybe I don't want to get into that conversation either. But either way, you don't know me. You shouldn't be telling me this. Not that I care if I heard it when.
Not only that, but bad-mouthing her baby dad and
Yeah,
all
I
kinds
don't want
of
to hear
stuff.
that shit. A person gets so comfortable all of a sudden to just tell someone that they don't even know their life story. And usually, it's not like a good life story. I'm not saying this was necessarily a terrible life story, but it's usually not on the up and ups. At least maybe in the Philadelphia area, because let's face it.
So I have mixed opinions about this topic. I think you have.
You're supposed to.
Well, I know. That's why I'm here. I think.
Do you think
I've
this isn't
worked-
even worth? You've been on the other side of this. You've told the story.
No. I'm not. I don't like talking to people. You know, I don't like people.
This is very true. Why aren't more people like you?
I don't know. I try to make more people like me. I think. I
He
feel.
tries to make more people like you.
Yeah, that's what
he-
I was laughing at.
Did he marry someone like him?
No.
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 Do you think they created someone that's like him?
It could be. Give me time.
Yeah.
All right.
We have some
Give me
years
time.
to
We got
see
years.
if that happens.
All right.
So
I'm trying that myself. It's not working out in my favor.
when I worked in that industry,
Okay.
there was a few people that the female that you're describing, there was multiple females like that we've worked with.
I don't want to be gender specific.
I can name you a male that probably still works there and is the same way and talks to my wife the same way. Never met her never knew who she was, just that she married me. Tells him his life story. Tells her his life story.
Okay.
She doesn't care. Cares less. But whatever. These
Maybe he is with someone that's like him.
these people.
She's nicer than he is.
Yes, I would. Yes.
Agree.
I think she's looking for reassurance in her life.
Oh, this is getting deep.
Yes, it is.
Right? So
Right?
the problem is
Okay, Dr. Phil.
I know you're saying that she
He was looking for reassurance. You got it.
take a laugh break here.
Got me really bad.
So no, but seriously, the problem is I know you don't feel that you showed her interest. You showed interest. That little bit, and you have a beautiful face. You have that face that says "talk to me." You really do. Like, you're there.
This is not going how I saw it
I
going.
understand, but I'm going down this path. I feel like you have a lot of these life stories because of who you are.
Okay.
If Larry,
So you're saying that it wasn't necessarily multiple people, it was just Joe that brought this out
I
of her.
think so.
Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
going down this road, yes.
Okay.
He is a good-looking young man, and he's got that face that says, "Tell me whatever you want. Your darkest, deepest secret."
Choked up.
And
What's
I will,
going on?
and I'll take care of you. I think you have that look.
What the fuck is
I'm
happening?
telling you.
I did not see this taking this turn. I
oh my
really
God.
didn't.
But
I thought you were going to relate to this more than anything.
No, instead he's hitting on me.
Exactly. So the conclusion that you're drawing.
I'm so glad that this was the topic. I wasn't expecting this.
no, but what I'm trying to say is,
so
you're a magnet. You're a
Wait,
magnet
wait.
for weirdos.
Hold on. Wait. I'm not going to disagree with you there.
I just feel like you attract the weird. I have a dick. I have an asshole looking face, and people just don't want to talk to me because I just give them a look.
Oh my God.
And you have that look of just like, yeah, I'll listen to whatever you. I know you're just putting your little apples and bananas up there, but they just want to open up to you.
It did have apples and bananas on there.
You have a problem.
It's a comfort
But here,
food.
look,
I have a problem.
You started this conversation with, you've known many people who you worked with who are
Right,
like that.
right.
So then why did it turn to Joe?
I guess I didn't explain
How did this
myself.
become my fault?
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to get at.
These people never would talk to me because I wouldn't give them. I would just shut them down. I don't think you have the heart to shut. I know you think you're shutting them down. I don't think you know how to shut them down. The guy at Wawa that just wants to say, "How's your day?" You know, throwing the garbage out. You don't know how to shut them down.
Oh, yes, I do. I just walk away.
I know, but you.
If
can't-
I'm in the...
Yeah, but you can't do
you
that
can't
when
walk
No,
away.
no.
Right, so she roped you in, and she saw you
Here's the
coming.
thing.
Hook, line, and sinker.
What if I did just walk out at that point? Just
Oh.
ring these up. I'll be back.
So that's where you have to come back with responses that have nothing to do with the
But
conversation.
here's the thing, though.
Is there someone in the produce department they're out of lettuce? And she'll just be totally confused. You screw up her train
Will
of
she
thought.
know?
But-
Because that was his point. That
No,
it
here.
didn't matter what he said. She was going to keep going with the same
No,
story.
he did say stuff, though.
Yes, but this is how I
He
get the
fed into
stories,
it.
though. But
Move
also,
to Jersey. Well, the taxes. Oh, well, the president. Blah, blah. Like, you're just feeding into her. She's a feeder.
She's a feeder.
She's a feeder.
But in being the way that I am, does this show exist? Who gets the topics? Who's the noticer?
yeah.
No, I know.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying. I'm not saying.
But
that
if-
you're punished because of
No,
your
no, but I'm
cheap
saying
looks.
if I did, I secretly I think I enjoy some of the goofiness that I hear, and I
Yeah.
don't want to
because you have that homie. You're. I believe, in my professional opinion,
right.
you have the
Professional
face of,
opinion.
You have the face of like a brother or an uncle or someone that you can confide in. I just think you have that look. Like,
At least the normal uncle.
well, yeah, but
Okay.
you.
This has gotten really deep.
I know, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to
You're
say.
saying that like
I'm
Joe,
very trustworthy.
Joe,
Yeah,
is,
okay,
yes,
that's a good point.
Yes,
Yes, that's a
exactly.
very good point.
He's
Yeah.
one of, and he is one of those people that the people you're talking about
Yes.
look for to tell those
Hook,
stories.
line, and sinker.
That's where you were getting that. Okay, it's
Yeah.
not just specifically Joe. It's people like Joe.
It's yes.
People like
Yeah.
me, but also specifically me.
Well,
You're one of
you're
those
one
people.
of them. Yeah,
Right.
that's
Well,
what
yeah.
he's saying.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
attract the weirdos, as we like to call them in the
And I
industry.
think secretly I like that because it gives me a story.
Yeah, no, that which is good. I'm not saying there's
We
nothing
and you
wrong
know
with
that
it.
we've been at several places in public, obviously wrestling events, where
they're
people
all-
have but people gravitate. Like we'll be standing in line waiting to go in, and we always seem to have that person either in front of us or behind us that starts the conversation with Joe
That's true.
every single time.
I do attract weird.
And I try
Does
to
that
ignore
therefore
it.
make you a weirdo? If you
Well, I already know I'm a weirdo, but I don't think we're. I mean, there are many levels of weird, and many
Very true.
different things that some people consider weird, but some people don't. It's very subjective who is weird and who's not. Maybe you're weird.
oh
Well,
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
but he's a different type of weird. I'm just the type of weird where I can attract any weirdo. I think I'm
Yes,
like.
I agree.
What's
you're
the-
like an O positive.
Yes,
weirdo.
I was just gonna say that the blood type that can. I'm the O positive weirdo. Oh my!
You can take any and you
Look,
can
I have
give
a
it.
new gimmick.
Yes. Look what we have unlocked in this show.
I'm
So
the
we're
O-positive
telling you're
weirdo.
telling me weirdos are blood types.
That's it. Could as
In
if
a
you're-
nutshell.
If
No,
this is me.
No,
in a
it's coming.
nutshell. How did I get in this wacky nutshell?
What's going on? I say it.
It's my go-to if I hear that word. How many times do you hear that word?
I know.
So
It's not-
back to.
I would love it if someone else has another story like
Well, that's
this.
what
where I
that's
can-
what I'm going to say. Like I actually don't.
I
I
really
don't have
either.
one because I don't attract weirdos.
And not
I'm
only
not
that,
O-positive.
when that happens, I avoid it at all
I
costs.
shut it down.
You shove
I-
Jamie in the way because Jamie's like that too. She'll want to hear crazy shit. So
I
she
don't
can
think
tell
so.
someone.
Yeah, no, yeah, no,
Really?
because at the grocery store, if there's one of those checkout people that may overshare,
She's not happy about it, but she'll sit there and listen.
but she will engage, absolutely.
And I'm going to be honest with you, it is boring as hell standing there for 8 hours. And beep.
oh, I'm sure.
you have to
Absolutely.
entertain yourself at some point.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't know what goes on behind that check stand.
Is that a different story for another show?
But it does get boring. So you do like there's parts that you actually want to talk. Like when you find that one person, and I think you give that vibe.
I'm that one
I
person.
think you're that one person.
You're the person they've been
I'm
looking
that-
for all day.
Here he is. He's coming.
Yeah.
He's-
Now, if you told,
He
and
looks
that,
like a
that's
brother
why I asked
uncle.
about the age.
The Brunkle.
What was it back in the day? Age, sex, location, ASL.
ASL, yeah.
ASL.
ASL.
So that's why I asked her
What does
ASL.
that mean?
What?
I thought that means something completely.
Age, sex, location.
Oh,
ASL.
no! I
He's too
never
young
knew what
for
that
you,
meant.
bro.
No, he's not.
I'm the oldest one in the
I was gonna
room.
say he's the oldest.
Huh. Well, they didn't have that back then.
You did AOL Instant Messenger, right?
Yeah, but I never paid attention to what that meant. I probably
Oh.
never.
Yeah, yeah.
So what were you answering when they asked you that?
yeah.
I think it just.
I think you spelled that wrong.
asshole. You're an asshole, sir.
Sir,
Man,
chat rooms were you in?
this is not going how I wanted it to.
So it all started back when you got AOL Instant Messenger. Is that what you're telling us?
I toned out halfway through this. What are we at? AOL Instant Messenger.
what was
Yes.
your screen name?
Jay Gladstone 15. My nickname was
Full
Joey
house.
Gladstone.
Oh my god. So you attracted to weirdos back then.
Yeah, man. I've always been a weirdo.
But anyway, so
What was
Quick
your?
departure.
What was yours?
Mr. D 2537.
I remember that. Yes,
Mr. D.
Mr.
Mr.
D.
D.
Okay.
I remember that.
Hold on.
Irish Hall.
No,
Yeah,
not
no,
Irish Hall.
no.
Not Irish Hall. You close though.
It was Irish something.
Look around the room.
Irish Flyer.
Yeah.
Yes.
69.
No numbers.
No, there was no.
He was just
Always
Irish Flyer.
Irish Flower.
Irish
Willie
Flyer.
was Wolf Marine.
Wolf.
No.
No, he was before. There was something before that, and now
I was
we're
gonna
going
say,
over
that's-
AOL
But anyway,
names.
I was
a
gonna
whole
say
other
that's
topic.
pretty cool.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, Wolverine was after he was in the
That was
Marines.
became
Okay.
this. No,
Yeah, he wasn't in the. He wasn't.
he wasn't in.
Yeah, he wasn't there like when he was 13.
Well, you can still be into it.
Well, yeah, but you can't declare yourself as one until you get into one.
Yeah, he didn't do that. Anyway.
But anyway, that's a whole other topic.
We're going
AOL
on
screen
AOL
names.
Instant Messenger screen names.
That's sometimes what happens when you start a show is
ASL. So back to ASL. That's
Yes.
the reason I asked her ASL earlier, because if you told me she was a 65-year-old retired woman, I think the conversation would have went differently.
you think?
Yes. Because I think then it's the motherly figure just wanting to talk to someone. I think because she's young,
Because I was gonna say I've had that happen to me too.
and that's where I will talk back to those women,
Because you
older
respect them.
people, or not respect them, because they're actually they're genuinely just trying to have a conversation. Like, they're looking to you like a sibling, or not a sibling, a son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to say the girl's 30. Who knows what she is, because she has a kid and baby daddy issues. But I think she wanted to confide in you.
she's gonna be the only person that watches this episode. I think they're talking about me.
What was her name?
I don't fucking know.
But I think that matters. I think you're a weirdo attractor. I think a
second.
lot.
What was I wearing? I definitely could have been a weirdo attractor. It depends on what I was
It
wearing.
had to be an obscure.
No, it was food shopping. I usually do It's probably a sports team. It was probably this, honestly.
So
or something of
when
the sort.
when you normally food shop too, because that determines what crew works and if
well,
the weirdos are
I
not.
mean, what was it right before you came? So 10 o'clock,
At night.
10 a.m.
No, in the morning, Saturday morning.
See, that's oof. All right. Another topic.
Well, I don't want to, but that's usually it's either Saturday morning or Sunday morning. No, it was Sunday morning.
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Yeah, it was Sunday morning. Usually I'll go Saturday morning.
I wish I had more stories like you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you really.
I pay attention to, if you ask my wife, nothing, but I pay attention to the dumb stuff, and I'll remember dumb shit. But something she'll tell me 3 weeks ago, I will already,
know.
yeah.
It's like Snoopy or whatever that.
And that's where Larry comes in as being
Peanuts.
the good person. He's like, I don't do that. I listen to everything.
I do listen to
Yeah.
most.
Yeah,
So
I know.
you're a good
I do.
listener.
Yeah, I listen to most. Absolutely. I have a pretty good long-term memory too. Short-term, not good at all. But long-term memory, I'm pretty good.
He's the one that
When
will-
does the long term kick in?
That I don't know. That's a good question. But like,
He's the one that'll sit there and listen, but not say anything. Mm-hmm. And he'll just listen.
yeah, I'm very good at disappearing into a room and just listening
And
to
just
everything.
standing back and
Yeah.
listening. So when we don't listen...
Is that what your superpower was when you were a kid? You wanted to be the Invisible Man?
Honestly, no. It's funny you said that because as a kid, I was always the kid that
You wanted to
the
be a
adults
listener.
didn't. No, the adults. no.
Fucking Mickey Mouse
Well,
ears.
first of all, yes, I had big ass ears when I was a kid. But no, I
I
was
might
always
as well
the
put these things to
kid
good use.
that adults didn't mind being around.
I'm picking up on something. as
Like
we
they
speak.
didn't care. Like, so if my parents were at a party real late, I was one of the only kids that was around because I'd be quiet. You would never knew I was there, but I'd be listening to everything the adults said.
I got so much dirt on my fucking...
But seriously though, like for real. But
no,
yeah,
he's
so
got a good long-term memory. Short-term sucks.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
But how does it get in long term if it was never in short term?
No, I don't.
I guess
I
it
don't have
disap-
problems retaining it. I just can't right away pull it out right away.
So if you were to study for something the night before...
Exactly.
you'd
I'm
be
no
fucked.
good. I'm no good. Yeah.
Yes, but if he was given this test maybe a month later and he studied a month
Yeah, like
prior,
I like that studying on the bus before a test on the way to school.
He ain't
I was
retaining
fucked.
shit.
I never could do it.
he doesn't have photographic memory.
Because you're like this. Trying to freaking reach. Couldn't never
And
understand those.
and he could also speak to this because he drove a bus.
Yes.
He could speak on almost any topic,
You can.
which is amazing, but he doesn't have the topics at hand. He needs to be fed the
You know why?
topics.
Because they go in this ear and out this ear,
Yes,
or
but
in this eye and out that eye.
But what you don't know is that you can relate to a lot of things. Like you don't.
So
get,
I'm the relator.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
If I'm the brunkle, if I'm the brunkle, you're
Well, it's
the.
only in that scenario. I mean,
Well,
not
yes, the
all the time. You're the noticer.
I'm the noticer. You're the what is he? The relator
The relator.
and the listener. So perfect. If we were to combine,
If we put our powers together, what do we do?
We'd be one hell of a person.
yeah, it would be a terrible superhero. You're stealing that. I can relate to that.
I noticed you stealing that. Very good.
I heard you coming a mile away.
And there you go.
But if you have a life story, I'd love to hear about it.
We only catch the weirdos because we'll stop talking about it for a fucking hour.
And it all comes back.
Yes. All right.
What
so
a perfect placement of a show. Oh my
I
god.
think we have one more relating to this. Right? Am I wrong?
I don't know. You might be right.
I may be right.
You may be wrong. You may be crazy. Just might be a weirdo I'm looking for.
Is that how you two met?
No.
Or was it over Pika's Pizza?
You get real butthurt about that
Yes.
one, aren't you? What do we call the person that
The one left outer?
First of
wants
all-
to be invited her but never shows up?
Well, yeah. This was what last episode we went through, or was it 2 episodes ago that we went through this? That
Oh,
you
you
wanted
said-
the invite just because you wanted to decide
wanted to
whether
say
you want to
no.
go or not.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
He wants the. He's
But-
the decider as
But
well.
see, we invited you, and
For
then
what?
you said you
Oh,
couldn't
the
go.
pizza night?
Yeah. And then you said, no, I'm staying in. We invited you for Pika's Pizza, and you said no.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea on your part because we didn't get in until 10.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I could,
By the
I
time
felt
we
the
left-
room. I could feel the room.
Yes. Kind of walls were in that room.
They were like a paneling, woodish, like Italian restaurant style.
Yeah.
Good guess.
It's Pika's. Pika's.
Can you abide the food was good?
Food was very good.
I'm sure it was. It
Very
looked,
good.
it looked good.
Very good.
I saw a photo.
You were going somewhere.
You were going somewhere with that.
I was going somewhere with that.
Maybe not.
I don't remember what the topic was before we got to Pika's.
That's okay. I think we filled enough time.
I think so too. I think we save the rest of the topics for another show. I think this was like the perfect slice of show.
I've never seen you break quite like that. 'Cause
It was
you
that.
broke
It was
very-
that one-liner. He had me at the one-liner.
Yeah.
It was the delivery of the right. Mm-hmm. Like he was waiting for it.
He was.
He
Yeah.
needed to be validated.
Yeah. The validation is what did it.
So on the validator also.
So
there's a lot of.
That'll
there's a lot
do
of-
it.
There's a lot of things.
So we hope you enjoyed the show as much as
I did.
obviously Joe did. So
You fucking-
I did too. I'm not lying. Yes, of course.
His fucking face was the color of this shirt for a good half of that show.
Yeah, as usual. But
His face looks so tiny, doesn't it?
Well, he's further back. He's at least a quarter mile back.
yeah, we went over this before we even started.
Derek, that head ain't shrinking no matter how far back you put it. You can put it
What
out
about
the
the
window.
nose?
No, nose definitely isn't doing that. And you getting closer don't help.
Can you turn the wide-angle lens off?
So we hope you enjoyed the show.
I think Derek needs to trim.
Please like, subscribe, leave a 5-star rating. Help us out. Help our show grow. Thank you once again. We look forward to talking to you again in another couple weeks. And spread the word. Let everyone know about yada, yada, yada. Thanks for watching.
Yada.
Yada.
Yada.